Hey everyone, I'm Noah. I run a cleaning company and I'm also a fitness instructor, which means I see the injuries most cleaners don't even know they're getting to. My goal actually, because that's one of the things I'm seeing in our industry and all the industries for that matter really, is that, people are not even realize that they're causing themselves injuries and they don't even realize how to avoid that. And also, if they're doing it, how to even go about it to make certain change. So my goal actually is to shed some light in this, I would say, in this topic or on this matter, because, most of the time, lack of education, lack of knowledge can cause us to make poor decision or be in certain situations. But, my goal is to bring, again, like I said, my goal is to shed some light and it's also to help, whether you are a cleaning business owner or you are a cleaner, or if you basically, whatever jobs you do, if it requires sitting, standing, and if it even require personal, not personal, physical activities, physical movement, all that's something that this is something that's relatable to everybody, that everybody's, this is something that's concerned everyone. Like, for example, to give a quick short example, like, even for example, sitting on a desk all the time, right? On like, as a owner, like, most of the time, like, we work at home. So working at home, sitting down, a lot. And sometimes, for example, you know, your what you call glutes, your butt, you know, is, how can I say that? Can takes heavy toll because it now you rest, the whole top is resting on your butt. So like your upper body is resting on your butt. It's not even your lower body. So, and a lot of times, like, if you slouch yourself or, lean too far back, that can, like, for example, lean too far back can actually put a lot of strain on your lower back. So, and a lot of time people tends to have, how can I say that? People tend to have a lot of lower back pain and not even realize, for example, like proper form, like bad posture is one of the biggest reason people can have injuries, and especially back pain and, and other injuries as such, and not even realize, it's not, for example, like the simplest thing, right? You realize engaging your core. A lot of people don't even, a lot of people tends to think the core is only your belly. Your core start up here and ends at above your kneecap. So basically from from your thigh all the way over here. So you can see, like, from your thigh to over here, that is your core. But most of the time, the biggest part of it is your belly, your midsection, I would say, your belly area, like so sometime engaging that alone is enough to help you with your posture. Cause like when you engage, you don't need to like suck up your belly like crazy, just like slightly suck it in. And that alone, for example, somebody that doesn't like, you got your hips, right? That turns to curve this way, but engaging it, set it straight. So now, which put your back now, your back, your spine in a neutral position. So nothing is being damaged, nothing is being done to it. So that is, like I said, that's what, my mission is, to educate people, especially in my industry, to educate our, my fellow owners and my fellow cleaners, and cause this is something everybody can use for the industry as well. So it's not specifically to the cleaning industry only. It's like, again, every job that engage in physical activities, that's definitely something, so that definitely anybody can use that and learn properly. Because we're gonna start coming, bring, how can I say that? I'll go more in depth on there's a lot of topic to discuss, and I'll go more in depth and give examples how to properly do certain things, like, for example, like, mopping, engage your core when you mop, because that's something that's, because sometimes people tend to slouch and everything. So sometimes if the stick is too short, that's going to tend you to, like, slouch. But what's something you can do, get a longer stick, and this is what, like, as you can see, sometimes I'm like on TikTok, I'm seeing people, take, there's different things coming in, like, on how, to properly help cleaners and all, or even homeowners. So all those stuff, you can use and help. But even then, if you don't know how to properly use these things, that can still lead to injuries. Again, I'm Noah. Uh, Thank you guys.